Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We're also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we talk about Maker's Mark, Perfectly Unreasonable ad campaign. My name is McNew. Please join me welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Kathy Cool, Jeff Andruzzi, and Lenny Eckstein.
Hey gang, what's up?
Hey guys.
Hello.
Hey everyone.
Hello. So yeah, we are going to be talking today about the new Maker's Mark campaign. We'll get to that after the break. For right now though, KK said there's something she wanted to talk about. What is that?
Yeah, and it has to do with a little bit about campaigns. As we record this, the Oscars were last night. I'm not really sure who won. I haven't been into it as much as I used to be, but are any of you like Oscar watchers?
No, I hate them.
I should have known when I saw this crew. Like, he's not going to watch a movie.
I like the pre-show. I like the red carpet because I like to look at the dresses, but I really don't care about the show. I don't care about the awards.
Do you think that the wind was taken out of the Oscar sails a bit by how much ridiculousness and discussion came from the Super Bowl halftime show? Like, I think no one had the energy to care about any other film.
That's
That
true.
could be.
Just speculation. I don't know.
Yeah.
So KK, last year, the artist and I sat out in the smoke shack and watched the whole show. I haven't done that maybe ever in my life.
Okay.
And decided to, like, every time they'd name an award, we pulled up a bottle and, did a cheers. And
you cheersed all the winners.
we tripped over each other getting out of the shack. I had to get up for work the next day.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was texting one of my friends and he was just like, I don't even know what this movie is. I was like, I don't know what what was The Brutalist? I'm like, what is this? I didn't even see it advertised and it's winning all kinds of awards. Good for them, but I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I heard
I
of
didn't
it.
know what a lot of them were.
I didn't know what long were there either.
But weren't they more fun in the past, or is it
They
were just more fun for me in the past? And
I did like the Adam Sandler bit because I watched the highlights online, honestly. So like Adam Sandler showing up in like basketball shorts and a hoodie was great. There was a whole bit about that, but the rest of it seemed very unimpressive.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was happening, but I have seen a lot of accounts of Adam Sandler's attire, which I have no problem with.
Sure. It's very close to what you wear, so yeah.
I can't imagine if Lenny were invited to the Oscars, he would wear anything but a brown plaid.
That's what he looked like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably
100%. Yeah, I don't like, first of all, I don't like celebrities. I mean, for the most part, they're so out of touch. And second of all, they want to get all preachy about how to live our lives, even though they have absolutely nothing in common with us. And I don't need to hear about anything that they have to say. I don't care. Make great movies and shut up. That's the best advice I can give to celebrities.
Entertain me. That's all I want.
Yeah.
Maybe bring back the days of slapping each other.
Yeah, that'd be fine. That'd be fine.
Yeah. I like
Go back to that. So, Yeah, I don't know. It's just not my thing. It's a thing of self-adulation by an industry that I don't necessarily like. So it's definitely not a thing I like. So, yeah. So bunch of jackasses.
Who was the host this year?
Self-important.
Conan O'Brien.
Oh,
really?
I kind of like him. So
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
And no, was it Nikki Glazer too?
I like her a lot. She's from
I
St.
like-
Louis, by the way. She's
Yes,
St.
she
Louis's
is.
own Nikki
I do.
Glazer.
It's hilarious, actually. Her
She's
stuff
awesome.
on Netflix are great.
Yeah, but she wasn't doing this one, was she? She
We
was
did a different award show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she
Yeah, like a
hosted
month ago.
something else.
I thought she was part of it. Okay,
The
maybe not.
Globes, maybe? I think she hosted
Golden
the
Globes. That sounds
That
right.
sounds about right.
Right,
She was
okay.
definitely,
Yeah. Good for her. I like her. So she gets my endorsement. She's a celebrity I like. So there you go.
Her timing on her jokes is just
She's
phenomenal.
great. She's great. Yeah. All right. On that note, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with McNew. I saw McNew on Saturday.
Saturday, Catherine. I was in the car
For a hot minute. I saw McNew.
Yeah, so I'm just going with Maker's Mark to stay on theme. So screw top, no pop for me.
Okay, fair enough. Good call. Maker's Mark. All right, Lenny.
I'm going to go with a bottle. I almost changed my mind the last second, but no, I'm going to go with a bottle of Leopold Brothers, the straight bourbon finished in 3-chamber rye whiskey barrels.
Okay, that's a good one. Very good. Okay, solid on the pop. Could be enough. We'll see what happens. Jeff's next.
I also have some Maker's Mark. This is a private select local Lake Edition number 2, 110 proof.
Okay, sounds fun.
It might be a twist off. I don't know.
Okay, well, it was not a twist off, but not enough. KK's next.
I'm sticking on the theme. I have a 46 that is cast strength.
Nice.
It is.
Oh, that was really good.
Good one.
That was really good. That could be enough. We'll see what happens. I've got the JD 14 here. The new JD 14. Let's see what we got here. No. Squeak and slosh, not enough on the pop. So KK wins. Cheers to KK.
Cheers, Kathy.
All right, we'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, Maker's Mark, Perfectly Unreasonable campaign. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of Executive Bourbon Steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your Executive Bourbon Steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your Executive Bourbon Steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
Hello, this is Matt Rainey, and you are listening to the Bourbon Daily. One day when I grow up, I'm going to grow a big boy beard, just like Colonel Steve.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about Maker's Mark's new campaign, Perfectly Unreasonable.
Yes, we are. So I assume it is a campaign, not just a single ad like they released now. So we got to see one of those. I assume everything's going to be along the lines of this, which it's a guy, he goes and cuts a big piece of ice out of a frozen lake and then takes it with him all the way back home and then uses it for a single ice cube in a drink. Perfectly unreasonable, right?
Yeah. So I liked it. It was very cinematic. It felt like it was telling a good story. I enjoyed that ad.
It should have won an Oscar.
It should have won an Oscar.
I would have voted for that one.
Best short. The Maker's Mark ad.
Yeah.
I thought it was good, and I want to see more. What do they come up with next? What's the next Perfectly Unreasonable thing, right?
If they ran that during the Super Bowl, I would have proclaimed that to be the best ad during the Super Bowl.
There you go.
Honestly,
it was really well done.
That was really good.
Extremely well done. I thought it would have been better if he would have had one single little ice cube left at the end.
Right.
Because he went pretty far. There was a boat and a train and
right.
Getting like dirty looks from the guys on the fishing boat or whatever that were driving him back.
Like they were going to steal his ice.
Yeah.
Right.
So also, I don't know if you guys know, but like when Frozen came out, my nieces were like the perfect age to be obsessed with Frozen. And that was like the guy's job was like to get ice. So it made me think of that. And it made me like really sentimental about like, oh, like the ice for my whiskey and my nieces loved Frozen. And I got really kind of sentimental about it.
Yeah. Wow.
You know what else I kind of liked about it? It took a couple watches for me to kind of clue into this, but like, most of us, for the most part, don't put ice in our whiskey, but a lot of people do. And hey, Maker's Mark, please keep running ads and making bourbon more popular as new drinkers come of age. And if the case is that they prefer ice in their whiskey, so be it. But I think it's pretty smart to do that versus, just cool off his Glencairn glass. I mean, obviously that's the whole point. Right. It's the whole point of the damn commercial is he's putting ice in his drink. But
so you touched on it right there, Lenny. You talked about the new drinkers, and so what age group is this ad going to appeal to the most?
I think the younger demographic.
Yeah,
women.
Yeah, it's still one of my go-to drinks. I'm at a bar that doesn't have good pours or a bar that I know can't make good cocktails. Double Makers on the rocks every time. Like it's still a go-to for me, even though I have access to so much more than that. Still like it, still enjoy it. So I like that he was putting ice in his Makers.
Okay.
Yeah, and I do agree. Like I think it for sure hits a younger demographic, but isn't so isolated to that demographic. There's not too many age groups or demos that would be alienated by it. And something else I kind of noticed, maybe it's just timely or however it is, but God, I'm terrible at remembering the numbers, but that new Yellowstone spinoff season that just came out,
1923.
Thank you, Jeff. By no means a similar character to the main character in there, but kind of a similar thing, like trying to journey across the ocean on this mission. It almost ties into that, which has a lot of hype and interest right now. So, I don't know. Pretty well done, I think. Well considered.
Okay, good job, Maker's Mark.
Looking forward to the rest of them.
And I like the concept, perfectly unreasonable, which sounds at first bad.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they're perfect. That's unreasonable. But what they're saying is good. They're like, hey, be unreasonable. Expect more than the standard.
Yeah. So
I like their play on words.
Because it's like I like being unreasonable. I like getting exactly what I want, no matter how much of a pain in the ass. It's relatable. I like it.
Fair enough.
So
there you go.
Did it fit Maker's Mark for any of you?
It was a surprise for me, honestly. Like I think it's a different branch for them, but I like it.
I feel like it gets back to their roots, really, because they used to have the old ad campaign. If it tastes expensive or if it sounds expensive, whatever it was, it's because it is. It kind of has that feeling that hey, we're special. Even they're trying to elevate themselves, even though I think most bourbon fans would say that's pretty entry level, but
Yep.
I think that ad kind of goes back to the roots of elevating a basic level brand. So I don't know. I thought it worked across the board. So I liked it.
Solid. Yeah.
Keep your eyes out, everybody.
Yeah, so we'll see if they do more, and they should come out with one of the Super Bowl. I feel like the Super Bowl has ruined it. Their commercials. They had a beautiful thing going on there. So many people would say, "I don't watch the Super Bowl. I watch it for the commercials," which is ideal for having a show. But then all of them get released beforehand and stuff like that. It's not even really a thing anymore like it used to be. So they had a great thing, and then they just bastardized it. And it's still to some degree a thing. I get it, but I think mostly it's the same conversations every year. What a disappointment this year's ads were.
Yeah, well, I think the ads need to be pre-approved because they were dumb as shit this year. Why did we have like a giant tongue like eating a chip? Like they were all bad. And it's just like, and now I feel like it's like, oh, you're going to pay so many $1 million. Put your bullshit out here. No, they need to be pre-approved. They need to be cinematic. Like, I don't care how much they're paying. Put out good commercials.
They need to be filtered through McNew.
Yes.
That would be a dream job. I get to pre-approve the Super Bowl commercials.
Bring back Spuds McKenzie. I don't care.
Spuds McKenzie, those were the days. Even you think about how great they used to be. Some of them were even as simple as, you remember the old Master Lock one? All it was a guy shooting through a lock. But there was something the way that was shot, that the video of that, it was cool, man, and memorable. And then there's the whole campaign leading up to it. It's like we have an advertising budget. We're going to spend the whole thing on one ad, then everybody's kind of watching for it. They didn't show it beforehand, or we didn't know what it was. Now, of course, we'd see it a month beforehand. We know exactly what it is. But back in those days, it'd be like, Master Lock's got this crazy one. They're only going to do one ad, and it's going to be their whole advertising budget. I don't know. It seemed like they had something cool. They ruined it, as people say.
Definitely.
Too many messages.
Yeah. Deep messages. So there you go. So, but unlike that, I think the Maker's Mark one is great, and I can't wait to see more. So there you go. On that note, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Jeff, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and the Cigar Dojo, Jeff Andreezy, 2 I's and 2 Z's.
All right. Kathy.
You can find me on Instagram at KK Cast Strength.
All right. Lenny.
You can find me and the rest of Deerhammer on all the socials at Deerhammer, on the web at deerhammer.com. And we just sent out our first newsletter pretty much ever. So maybe hop on our website and give our newsletter a sign up for that and check it out. I think it's that's pretty half-assed effort, but cool. Yeah.
I saw that go out today, so congratulations on that.
I forgot to put a title in there.
Yeah, it came out with the insert title here.
I thought that was funny, actually.
Yeah, well, as a guy who sends out plenty of those, yes, I get it. You will make more mistakes like that, my friend. Don't you worry. Yeah. So yeah. I sent out a reminder that on the 1st that our club members numbers 51 to 100 are due this month. So and typically that gets a lot of people calling in, and we get a lot of renewals immediately. But the title of the email was the previous one, because I just always copied the previous one, and it was "Join us for the Bardstown Bourbon Festival," and no one read it. It got opened up like 12% of the people, so my whole message is lost. But I don't want to send an immediate second one and be like, I messed up the thing, so I just leave it as is, and I'll send it out.
Come on, technology. Let us edit these things.
Exactly. Let us fix it.
And I read it, and I'm not even one of those people. Yeah. So I'm part of the 12%.
I don't think I got one. I'll have to go back and look.
Oh, it's probably in your spam file. Plenty of that goes on. I don't think he listens. I had a guy yelling at me this week because he hasn't been going to some of the events. I said, well, it's in the emails. He's like, well, I don't read the emails. What can I do then? If you're looking for, I guess I got to personally call you. Maybe show up to your house. You don't answer probably don't answer your phone calls.
I
just got to show up to your house.
Across.
He wants you to send invitations in the mail.
Handwritten, hand stamped.
Yeah, I don't know what it's stuff's so frustrating.
How about a carrier pigeon, Steve?
Exactly.
Pony Express.
Yeah. Where were we at, McNew? Did I already?
That sounds perfectly unreasonable, every one of those answers.
Yeah, exactly. Did you give your plugs, McNew?
I just did, but you guys were talking over me. But I'm on Instagram at McNew, ABV.
That's more editing.
Yeah, more editing. Thank you for that. For me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. So come by and see us, the ABV Barrel Shop, the place where you can try before you buy. And please read our emails, even if the title doesn't sound right. Check it out. It might be about something totally different. So
It's a surprise.
yeah, we're online, abvbarrelshop.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you're in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.